My rant on alignment. So I'm in Dubai and I got here for a mastermind and I wanted to dive deep in different topics. But sometimes you are seeking alignment, and alignment is not something that is static, it's dynamic. So you can be in alignment in a season of your life, and then the next season you're out of alignment because some things move in your life or inside of you. And when I launched this YouTube channel, if I can call it a channel, because I only put like 3 or 4 videos, I also launched a free school group in which I was teaching my way of seeing the business, what I call a happy small business. It's a business that does not feel too big, and a business that feels aligned and that has a healthy growth, which to me means it's healthy for you, for your family, for your clients, for even like the world, for your physical and mental health, which is not the standard in my industry. But once I did that, I felt that it was hard to find the energy to create more videos, to create more things. And in the past, I would have done it anyway. I would have been like, yeah, you're just bullshitting yourself, just do it, and it will work at some point. Sorry. But now it's like when it's out of alignment, I know the downsides are, which what the downsides are, and I'm not willing to pay them. So what ended up happening is I stopped creating videos, I stopped showing up in the group, and it brought a sense of shame. And I was not really judging myself for that. I was just witnessing it. Like, okay, I can feel and see that I have a little bit of shame. Like many people came to the group, and I didn't show up the way I wanted to. But to me, now it's better not to show up than showing up in my worst version. At least for that. For some other areas, it's like show up no matter what and improve on the way. But there was nothing at stake really, because I have my business in France, and it's working pretty well, so there was nothing at stake really. But I fell in the trap of doing something that was not, how can I say that? I mean, it served a purpose, because when I did what I did in English, it helped me refocus my business and what was important for me in the French market. So I'm very thankful for that. But on the other hand, once I've done that, I was like, yeah, but I don't see myself doing twice the same thing, one in French, one in English. And why I'm sharing that with you is not just to talk about me, it's to so you can reflect on where you're in alignment in your life, in your business, in whatever you do, and where you're out of alignment. Because if you're not aware of where you're misaligned, you will just end up either be in force and not power. So you will force to get an outcome, or you will just lose a lot of energy. Either way. So it can be like energy of just thinking, rethinking, and being in denial, or the energy of forcing an outcome. And I didn't want to do that, so this is why I didn't do anything. But then I felt like I needed to find that alignment. And this mastermind I was in, and I'm part of actually, but coming here in Dubai connected me with the energy of expansion, because I think, like, whether you like it or not, here in Dubai, and this is not my favorite place in the world by far, not at all, but the city is aligned. It's a city that wants to attract high profiles, that wants to, I mean, they have a vision of what's of what it looks like when you go beyond the limits of maybe changing the weather. So where I am right now, you cannot see it. So there are boats. I saw a plane. I saw like roller coaster, skyscrapers, of course, and there are tons of them. Like they constantly build new ones. It's on a fake island that has been manufactured. I saw someone jumping and doing like a skydiving. I think it was. So it's like all of that in a very tiny place, which shows what you can do when you think the impossible does not exist. So this is very inspiring to me. Connecting with the energy of expansion, the energy of everything is possible is important to me. No matter which judgment I have around like how people live in Dubai and maybe like the impact on the environment and stuff like that. So judgment put aside, I find it fascinating, and this is what I want to get from it. And right now for me, what alignment means in France, what I do is I help people build a sustainable business in their zone of genius. So the entry point is business, marketing, sales, and then we do like a deep work on identity, on alignment, on traumas, on like wounds, shadow work, spiritual journey, and so on. And now what I want to do is I'm like, have you hidden your true power behind something that is appealing to other people? Of course, business and building a business is appealing to so many people. But then I'm like, how could you be even more in alignment? And right now the answer, and I'm not saying that's the best answer, because of course we've had the 3 days masterminding. I'm 1 day past that, and I have dedicated a whole week after the event just to reflect on everything. Like, who do I want to be? What do I want to experiment? Like, how do I want to do business? How do I want to grow? And I've had this journey 2 years ago, which made me leave Portugal and made me change completely my business. And it's not typical because usually my cycles are 4 to 5 years cycles. But I'm on a 2 year cycle, and it's funny because it keeps getting shorter and shorter because I think I need less time to be aligned. So, and as I said, alignment is dynamic, it's not static. So I found like great alignment in what I was doing, and now it's like, okay, alignment plus expansion is creating something else. So right now for me, what does it look like? It looks like me in English talking about your zone of genius specifically. So how do you find your zone of genius? And I will create another video that probably be online after that one. So it's how do you find your zone of genius? What does it mean to be in your zone of genius? How do you operate from your zone of genius? How do you delegate to stay in your zone of genius? This is related to business, but beyond business. And this is the main point to me for my new season of alignment, is be the one who helps people be in their zone of genius, as I've been in mine for so many years. And those who are in business and want to operate from their zone of genius, you can still help them, but that will not be my main focus. My main focus will be helping human beings, no matter what they have, business, no business, male, female, help them find their zone of genius. And why is it so important to me? It's because that's a direct connection to your soul. That's your soul expressing itself to the physical world, and with actions involved. It's not just about feeling, it's about being, embodying, doing. Because when you are who you are, doing is not even a problem. It's just a matter of being who you are, if that makes sense. So, yeah, just let me know what alignment looks like. Where do you feel misaligned in your life, in your business, in your relationship, in your environment, the place you live in, and I check, I would say, regularly, and now I've found like, okay, this is why I haven't been avoiding creating content in English, because a part of me is scared of expansion, and I know that speaking in English will expose me to more people, which I want on certain level, which I probably fear on another level, and it's because I fear that I should do it, and not out of just bravado and yeah, like I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, let me just fight against my fear. No, it's because behind the fear there is what I'm supposed to do and to be, and I want to do it by also staying true to myself, and being kind with me, you know not hurting myself going that direction, which I've seen so many people doing. Like, they fear something, so they go, but like it's their, I would say, sympathetic nervous system. It's like, let's go, let's do it, we can do. No, that's not how I want to operate anymore. Um, so yeah. So let me know you, like, where are you in your journey, and I genuinely want to engage in a real conversation. Like, where are you in your journey? Do you feel aligned, misaligned? Where do you feel like you have to seek your alignment? And what are you willing to do to get it? Let me know.